Hey people out there, hey y'all.
Hey y'all!
Hey, I had a 15-year-old young man call me last night. Must have been about 9 o'clock or so. And he calls me and he says, "Say man, I just now started watching your videos. I think you're neat. And I like you." And he asked me about what my channel was about. And I said, well, it has a lot to do with cars and a little paint and body work, just in general, the love of cars in my life. I love all classic cars. There ain't one of them that I don't like. I like all of them. And I prefer Chevys, but I think all of them are interesting. And he says, really? He says, you know, and I told him on there, I said, you know, I said, have you been reading the comments? And he says, well, some. He says, I said, well, some of the comments that they're saying are just really hateful and mean. You're just going to have to overlook them and see the good out of it instead of taking the wrong idea. And he goes, what are the bad things that they're saying about you? And I said, well, they're slamming me in the ground, calling me you know, junky names and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna go into all the, because you know, y'all read them. And he says, oh. And I said, well, look man, if he said, this is my thing on this channel. If I could just save just a handful of people in the world from going down the road that I've went down, and to show them what to do in life, or have them call me on my phone and ask for advice. I said, if you have any friends out there, man, any friends out there that are going through the same issues as me, put me on the screen and show them me, introduce them to me, because I want to help them. And he goes, yeah, I've got friends. So he told me he had friends, you know, and he told me he was going to call me back. And it's not been like I said, it's not been the first time that I have had phone calls like that. There's been quite a few of people telling me, man, you just don't know how much you help me, man. Anytime that I feel down and out, I put you on the TV and I watch you, and I take positive advice, and I read comments, and I see how you interact with your subscribers personally, on a personal level, and you try to read all the comments and you try to reply to them. You know, I can't reply to each and every one of them. I'm sorry, y'all. I would be there all day sometimes. But I do try to have a personal criteria or relationship online with all my viewers. I really like that. It helps me help others. And I just want to get off here and let y'all know that it makes me feel good inside my soul to help people in need. And when they call me in a time of need, I'm not going to get on here and go into the exact conversations that we have had, because that's their personal business. And I want them to call me back. Even though I'm not mentioning names or nothing, I still think that's a personal thing, you know, and I try to keep that on a personal level. But if there's anybody out there that wants to call me and they're having problems similar to the problems that I have had in my past, or even if you want to get on here and learn how to fix a C10 truck, or you just want to talk, man, I'm here for everybody to call me. I hope it don't bite me in my rear end for to put my number out there and to stick myself out there up there like that. But I looked at it this way, you know, with all the negative things that goes on this channel and all the hypocritical things that I think people are saying, I think a lot of people out there are having some problems, and it's jealousy and they have some of the problems that I have, but they're just so jealous that they can't get up there and spill it, you know, like I can, and look somebody square in the eye, and be honest about everything, and not back down whenever I get everybody poking at me. You know, I don't know why they leave the comments. I couldn't tell you why, but evidently it's a heck of a concept, because it gets people to call me that really need help, you know, that really are interested in my life, that are interested in my advice to give. And I know I'm repeating myself, but anyway, thank you for calling me, and anybody and everybody that wants to call my number, you can, man. I'll talk to you on the phone, and I will fill you in on a lot of things and try to help you, you know. But by all means, if peer pressure happens for the younger generation, call me, man, because I have had peer pressure a lot whenever I was a child, and we'll just leave it at that. I've got first-hand experience on a lot of those things that children have problems with. I left the house at the age of 16, you know. I did a good job taking care of my kids. I've raised them to the best of my ability, and taught them a lot of knowledge of do as I say, not as I do type of thing, and they've even seen me fall in life and pick myself back up, and I think that's why my kids turned out so good, man. They see the struggles that I've had, and they took the positive out of it and used it to move forward in life in a positive manner, instead of monkey see, monkey do crap, you know. They've listened to me. So I have been a good father. Maybe I haven't been a good example, but I have been a good father by talking to my children and coaching them through life, and things that they've come across in life. And basically, that's just the way I was raised too, man. I was raised in the same way, but my family was a broken family because my mom and my dad wasn't, they didn't live together. My dad died when I was 10 years old. He got killed by the police because he decided to become a narc to get himself out of trouble, a rat. And it came to the point in time to where it was, and that's another story, but it came to the point in time to where he was supposed to, you know, set up a bust for the police, and he didn't want to do it because he knew the guy personally. So they put him in the jail and hung him up in jail and said he hung himself, which my mother-in-law took him to court and sued him and won the case, and she took off all the money. She was supposed to give me some money for, you know, every child that was, all of his children were supposed to get money put in the trust fund, and that she took my money, and before I turned old enough to get it out, she put it in there, and then she took it out a little bit before, I think it was a couple of weeks before I turned 18 to go get it, and it was gone. It was $10,000, which I probably would have mowed through that quick, you know, being a young man at 18, but still, oh well. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Y'all be good, man, and this has been a good conversation here, and if there is anybody out there that wants to call me at any time for any reason at all, I will talk to you. I enjoy the conversations. I enjoy keeping it a real channel. And God bless. I love y'all all. Limpster out.